Hey. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT, and welcome to the first episode of the Madden NFL College Alumni Tournament. This is a new tournament series that I am starting on my channel that will run for 15 straight days. We're going to put 16 teams into a bracket. Each team is going to consist of a full entire team of alumni from specific colleges. There's going to be 16 separate colleges represented in this tournament, and obviously the goal of this tournament is to determine which college has the best alumni in the NFL. It's going to be a 16-team single elimination tournament, so there's going to be 15 total games, 15 total episodes. They're going to be uploaded once a day for the next 15 days to determine which college has the best players in the NFL. Now I'm going to reveal the 4 brackets and show you all the matchups from round 1 of the College Alumni Tournament. First, we have the SEC bracket, which is going to contain 2 matchups, Alabama and Auburn, and LSU and Georgia. Bracket number 2 is the East Coast bracket, Florida State versus Miami and Clemson versus Oklahoma. And I know Oklahoma is definitely not on the East Coast, but I didn't know what else to name it. And next we have the Hate Each Other bracket, which is comprised of 2 of the most historic rivalries in college football. You have the Ohio State alumni going up against the Michigan alumni. And the other matchup in this bracket is USC versus Notre Dame. And bracket number 4 is the Rain Out of Names bracket because I freaking ran out of names. It's Texas versus Oregon and Wisconsin versus Penn State. So boys, hopefully you are excited for this tournament on the channel. And if you are, make sure to drop a big old thumbs up. Let's see if we can hit 2,000 likes on the first episode. And if this doesn't go well and you guys don't enjoy it, I guess I'll just stop it. But the plan is to upload all 15 games in consecutive days on the channel. So hopefully this is something you guys are going to enjoy. Let me know in the comment section below which one of these teams you think is going to come out on top in this new series tournament. Today's first matchup is going to be the Alabama College Alumni versus the Auburn College Alumni. So let me know who you think is going to win in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't, so you do not miss one of these uploads every single day. Hopefully that explained everything pretty well. It's a pretty simple concept. If there's anything you guys are confused about, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll explain things more in detail next episode, which is going to be tomorrow. Without further ado, let's jump into today's first matchup of the series. So first of all, going over the Auburn roster, who is going to be represented by the Chicago Bears. Starting quarterback, obviously Cam Newton, who is the highest overall player on this team. Running backs, they have Trey Mason, Cameron Artis-Payne, Corey Grant, and Peyton Barber. So no real high overall running back. At fullback, they have one of the best fullbacks in the NFL, I guess you could say, Jay Prost, and at 81 overall. Now, wide receiver core is pretty lackluster as well. Sammy Coates, Ricardo Lewis, and Quan Bray. At tight end, they have CJ Uzomah and Josh Harris. Left tackle, Greg Robinson. Left guard, Brandon Mosley. They don't have any centers, but one of their guards will be, or one of the backup guards will be the starting center in today's game. Tyrone Green is their right guard. Reese Dismukes is their backup, and at right tackle they have Sean Coleman, which is a very cool story because he did overcome cancer and is now playing in the NFL. On the defensive side of things, they have Angelo Blackson at left end. They didn't have any right ends in the league, so one of their defensive tackles is going to be the starter. They do have Nick Fairley, Sinderick Marks, Pat Sims, Montravius Adams, and Gabe Wright. At outside linebacker, they have Josh Bynes backed up by Carl Lawson. At middle linebacker, they have Carlos Dansby backed up by Darren Bates. Right outside linebacker, they have D Ford, who's having a great year. At cornerback, they have Chris Davis, Trevon Reed, Blake Countess, Nico Thorpe, and Joshua Hosley, Jonathan Jones, and Nick Marshall. At free safety, they have Robinson Therese, backed up by Brandon King. And at strong safety, they have Rudy Ford, backed up by Jermaine Whitehead. Their kicker is Cody Parkey, and since Auburn does not have any punters in the NFL, Cody Parkey is going to do the kicking and punting in today's game. Now, the Alabama Crimson Tide is going to be represented by the Arizona Cardinals. Their starting quarterback is A.J. McCarron, backed up by Jake Coker. At running back, got some pretty talented running backs. Mark Ingram, Eddie Lacy, Derrick Henry, and T.J. Yeldon, and Kenyon Drake. Fullback, they have Justin Fowler. Wide receiver, pretty talented wide receiver core, especially the first 2, Julio Jones and Amari Cooper, Ardarius Stewart, Kevin Norwood, and DeAndrew White. At tight end, they have a pretty good rookie, and O.J. Howard backed up by Michael Williams. Left tackle, Cam Robinson, who is a rookie. Left guard, James Carpenter. Center, Ryan Kelly. Right guard, Barrett Jones. And at right tackle, DJ Fluker. Moving on to defense. Left end, have Jonathan Allen. Right end, Wallace Gillsbury, who is an absolute OG. And only real OG Alabama fans will remember him. Defensive tackle, Marcel Darius, Quentin Zoll, Courtney Upshaw, Jerron Reed, Ashawn Robinson, and Dalvin Tomlinson. Now, at outside linebacker, they have Reggie Ragland, backed up by Ryan Anderson. Middle linebacker, Dante Hightower, who's an absolute stud, backed up by Mark Barron, Reuben Foster, and Nico Johnson. Right outside linebacker, another beast. CJ Mosley backed up by Tim Williams. At cornerback, got some pretty decent ones. Drake Kirkpatrick, Kareem Jackson, Marlon Humphrey, who is a beast rookie, D. Milliner, and Cyrus Jones. At free safety, HaHa Clinton Dix, Rashad Johnson, who's another OG, and Vinny Sinceri. At strong safety, Landon Collins, who's a pretty good player, Eddie Jackson, and Robert Lester, and Roman Harper, who's another OG, and he's probably about 100 years old by this point. At kicker, we have Dylan Lee, who is definitely not a real kicker, but he is going to be the kicker for today's video. And at punter, we have Adrian Hubbard, who is also not a real punter, so he's going to be the punter for today's episode because we didn't have any kickers or punters from Alabama in the NFL. As we all know, the kickers at Alabama are never really any good. But that will change next year, as they were probably going to have a punter in the NFL with J.K. Scott, who's been an absolute god at Alabama. So the Alabama alumni come in at a 79 overall, and the Auburn alumni come in at a 72 overall. And this game is going to be played at a neutral site at the Falcons' new stadium. And with that said, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below who you think grabs the dub in today's first game. For the Alabama alumni, first play of the game, Mark Ingram with the carry, but only gets about 2 yards. This is going to be super interesting, man. This is a huge rivalry in college football. I actually live in the state of Alabama, if you were unaware. And, like, I'm not kidding, dog. It's like super fierce in the state. Everybody is a diehard fan of one or the other. A.J. McCarron back in the pocket with the catch is our Darius Stewart down to the 48-yard line. But yeah, dude, this rivalry is actually really huge. I'm not really sure, is it the #1 rivalry in college football? Everybody can have that debate, but I know in this state, dude, it's actually super fierce. Like, people get super serious about it. That's another thing. What you guys let me know in the comment section below. Which rivalry do you think is the most fierce and the biggest in college football? First down and 10 out of the shotgun, hand off to Mark Ingram up the middle, as Alabama's really not getting anything on the ground early on. Second down and on, hand off, or actually a play action pass. A.J. McCarron has time, throws the ball downfield, throws it into double coverage, and luckily is not intercepted. That could have been a big play for the Auburn defense. So third down and 9. Can Alabama pick this up and keep their opening drive going? It's going to be a play action pass once again. A.J. McCarron over the middle, overshoots the intended receiver, as that is going to set up for a fourth down and 9 and set up for the first punt of the game. All right, man, this is going to be interesting. Since Alabama does not have an actual punter, they had to put, like I said, I forget who this is punting the football, but this is going to be pretty, that's Adrian Hubbard. That's bad. That's a bad punt. Second down and 10 for the Auburn alumni offense. Let's see what Cam Newton can do on this opening drive for the team. There'll be a handoff, actually a play action pass. Cam Newton scrambles, as he's probably going to do a lot in this game, just throws the ball. Well, actually, he didn't throw the ball away. There was a receiver on the sideline trying to get some water or something. He was way out there. But it's going to set up for a third down. So let's see if the Auburn offense goes 3 and out. I think definitely the Alabama team is a lot better in this game overall-wise and player-wise. But it's going to be interesting to see how important the quarterback position is, because obviously Cam Newton's a little bit better in this game at least than A.J. McCarron. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if they can pick up this third down conversion. Third and long, 3rd and 10 from the 38-yard line. One back set. Can Cam be a good man? Cam scrambles again, throws across his body, has an open receiver, safely coached, so Auburn does convert the 3rd and long. 1st and 10 for the 47, a run here from Trey Mason as he breaks the tackle, and Trey Mason might actually bring this to the house. He runs into his own players, and what's with that, he probably would have scored. But Auburn, even though their team lacks an overall, is definitely showing that they're coming out freaking fighting. 3rd down and 9, Auburn comes out in a 5-wide set. Can Cam do it? Once again, he scrambles. Can he find a receiver, though? No, he just tries to run out of bounds and loses a yard. Drake Kirkpatrick with the sack. So can Cody Parkey put the Auburn alumni on top? It is a rather long field goal from the 27-yard line. Kick is up, and it is good, as Auburn does take a 3-0 lead going into the second quarter. 2nd down and 1, AJ under center, play action pass again. He is going to find Julio Jones for the first time in this ball game. Another check down, Eddie Lacy this time getting in on some action. He picks about 8 yards once again, but now Alabama is pushing. Now let's see if they can finish off this drive and score a touchdown, because if they have to set up for a field goal, like I said, they probably will miss it, knowing how bad low overall kickers are in this game. Trust me, I know. 3rd and 5, biggest play of the game thus far. If they don't pick this up, they might as well punt the football. So A.J. McCarron, can he be clutch? No, he can't. That was a pathetic throw. Had a wide open receiver. So 4th down and 5. interesting to see if they come out in a field goal formation and attempt a field goal, because I'm telling you right now, they're not going to make it if they do. Because we have players fighting. It's Ardarius Stewart and some Auburn dude trying to fight. But anyways, they're going for it. This is smart. Can Alabama pick up the first down? Let's see. They're bringing pressure. He throws it to the outside. O.J. Howard with the catch. I thought he was about to run out of bounds, but a huge play there from Alabama as they extend their drive. Another huge play here from Alabama because they cannot kick the field goal if they don't make this. A.J. has a ton of time in the pocket, and he's gonna get sacked. A.J. is a dumb pelican. Like, anybody with, like, a brain bigger than a chode would have thrown that ball away. So now they definitely can't kick the field goal. They are going to punt the football as if it might actually go backwards. I promise the punt might go backwards here. Let's see if it does. Jesus, I mean, dog, I can punt better than that. So let's see Auburn Alumni's 2-minute offense. Cam Newton gets the ball, intercepted. Trey Kirkpatrick comes up huge. He's not going to bring it back for 6, but that is the break Alabama needed. Cam Newton with a huge mistake as the veteran quarterback Trey Kirkpatrick comes up huge down to the 12-yard line. See if AJ can actually step up his play. Here he has Ardarius Stewart into the end zone off the out route as Alabama Alumni do take the lead. Well, actually, it might not be 7-3. This is interesting too. They might actually miss the extra point. This is going to come back huge to, like, hurt them because I didn't even think about this going into the tournament. I guess some of these colleges won't have kickers. Dog, who is this? Who's this freaking squid trying to kick this field goal? Yep. They might bring this back. They might, honest to God, bring this back. They're not gonna. But this is, if they do win this game, that's Dylan Lee with the missed kick. Like, even if they do win this game, I'm telling you, this is going to come back to hurt them. It's going to be a team that wins this tournament that does have a kicker and punter. So 2nd down and 1, Auburn with only 1 timeout remaining, but like I said, about 10 yards needed for to be in field goal range. Cam Newton hits Usama down to the 20-yard line, so Auburn in hurry-up mode now. So Auburn definitely using a lot of clock right here. Going hurry up with about 10 seconds remaining, and Cam Newton's going to take right off and scramble. He's going to get brought down at the 16-yard line, but they're definitely going to kick the field goal here to tie the game. So the difference in the first half really comes down to Alabama not having a kicker and Auburn actually having a kicker. First and 10 for Alabama. Julio Jones with the catch and spin move, and Julio Jones is going to get into the end zone as that is the biggest play easily of the game. A little pitch and catch, a 1 spin move, and Julio Jones takes it to the house for 51 yards as Alabama reclaims the lead, but it's only going to be by 6 because as you see, once again, they're going to easily miss the field goal. And crazy enough, Auburn might actually bring it back and get 2 points. But regardless, a huge play from Alabama. If they can keep Auburn out of the end zone the rest of the game, which might happen, they will be victorious, although they have a kicker that freaking kicks the field goal into the buttocks of the center. Play action pass from Cam, scrambling to the outside. He's going to take, oh no, he's going to throw the ball late across the body. And that's going to be another interception. That is Eddie Jackson with the pick. The dumb mistake there from Cam Newton is second. That's actually Kareem Jackson, I apologize, with the interception. As Cam Newton, dude, what the heck was that? Running, just threw it all the way across his body, the other side of the freaking field. Alabama has not done much with the gifted interception. They got sacked the first play for 10 yards and an incompletion, so it's a 3rd down and 20. A.J. McCarron looking for a big play here to pick up the first, getting pressured, throws the ball at the last second down the field. He has a receiver, Amari Cooper, who drops the ball. I thought he caught it for a second. Biggest play of the game thus far. 3rd down and 10 for the Auburn Alumni. Can Cam Newton be clutch after his 2 picks? He scrambles again. Throws the ball across his body again. I don't know what his freaking obsession is with throwing the ball across his body after scrambling across the field. That ball is intercepted. A.J. McCarron with his first pick of the game. I think that's R4. I'm not sure who that is with the catch, but I thought that wasn't going to be a pick. Didn't know what just happened there, but AJ with a bad throw. Can Cam Newton be clutch from the 3-yard line, or is he going to throw his 3rd pick of the game? Throws the ball to his tight end, only gains a yard. So Auburn elects to go for the 4th down, so this might be the game right here. Will Auburn take the lead with 2 minutes remaining? They hand the ball off to Trey Mason, and Trey Mason is going to get into the end zone as Auburn with the extra point is going to go on top and take the lead over their rival Alumni. Oh my God, Auburn actually, or Alabama actually, is he going to bring it back for 2? God dang. Anyways, Alabama blocks the extra point, which is absolutely massive. Never in a million years expected that. So huge play here from Alabama, 3rd down and 4. A minute 40 seconds left to go in the game. Another errant throw from A.J. McCarron as Alabama is going to have to punt the football and give Auburn a chance to go down the field and potentially kick a field goal. Oh yeah, I forgot, the gosh dang punter punts the ball 2 yards, so Auburn only needs like 20 to 30 yards to actually win this game. Let's see what type of magic Cam Newton can bring out on this drive. Pass down the field, and that ball should have been intercepted. That should have been Cam's 3rd pick of the game. 2nd and 10, Cam scanning his options. Is that a pick? That should have been 2 straight picks. The defensive lineman had a chance to pick it off. 3rd down and 10. Let's see if 3rd time's the charm for the Alabama defense, because had a chance to get 2 straight picks, but let's see if Cam can actually take advantage of that. This time, he's going to go down and get absolutely blasted. So Alabama, obviously, no sense of urgency, letting all the clock run without using timeouts. Those little dump-offs to Mark Ingram, who actually gets a lot of those yards back. So they're probably actually going to try to set up for a field goal, which is going to be an absolute bit of failure. So A.J. McCarron, can he pick this up? Mark Ingram's an idiot. This might actually be where Auburn wins the game, because this guy's that's actually the best punt he's had all game. That's actually a pretty decent punt. So 3rd down and 5. If Cam Newton and Auburn does not pick this up, this game is probably going to go into overtime. So play action pass. Cam scrambling. I think he has the space to get the 1st down. He throws it down the field. He has an open receiver, Quan Bray, and that just might do it for this ball game. So to give Auburn the W and to advance them into the next round of the tournament, Cody Parkey lining up for a rather easy field goal. It is up, and it is good. 1 second remaining. So unless Alabama can bring the kickoff back for a touchdown, it's a GG. Touchdown or bust for the Alabama alumni, as Jones is going to bring it back as Alabama goes down just like they did in real life against Auburn, as the Auburn alumni are victorious in today's first tournament matchup. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to drop a like. Once again, let me know which team you think will end up ultimately winning this tournament in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. But with that said, I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.